Hi guys, this is me, Dr. Johan, known as Dr. Y. So as you all know, ang topic natin ay regarding wound o kahit anong sugat sa katawan. So alam nyo ba na ang balat, especially sa aming mga dermatologist, ang pinaka-largest organ in the body. So its main function is mainly to protect our internal organs, di ba? Kaya very important ang skin. Kapag nagkakaroon ng disruption sa balat, it can cause wound. So maintaining skin integrity is very important for robust wound healing. However, ang wound healing can also present a challenge, especially sa ating mga healthcare workers and also sa healthcare system natin. In clinical practice, the highest wound-related expenses were actually related to your surgical procedures as well as your diabetic ulcers. So kaya, importante na malaman natin kung ano ang mga sugat, but at the same time, how we can treat different types of wounds. So here with me is a highly esteemed surgeon. Siyempre, love natin siya. Love na rin ang karamihan. I am glad to welcome Dr. Paul Gorgonia. Yay! Hi, Paul!
Hello po sa mga subscribers.
Yes.
Good morning, Doc.
So,
Yes,
kumusta
Doc.
ka, Paul? Kinakabahan ka ba?
Opo.
Oo. Kasi sabi ni Paul, hindi daw siya sanay sa ganito first time.
Yes,
Sabi
Doc.
ko, parang conversation lang. Huwag kang mag-alala kasi alam na alam mo yung topic na to. So, guys, magugustuhan nyo to kasi syempre, lahat naman tayo nagkakaroon ng sugat sa kahit anong parte ng katawan. Just as simple, yung parang naglalaro lang tayo, yung mga bata na dadapa, or minsan naman, for example, yung mga mommies, or sa bahay, mga household helpers, di maiwasan habang nag-chop ng vegetables, minsan nagkakaroon ng cut or scrape, or yung mga extreme na talaga, kung for example, may mga medical conditions na need nating maoperahan.
Yes,
Oo, so yon. So very important actually yung pag-discuss regarding yung mga wound or sugat. So here are some common questions that lay people often have about wound care. So, una, ano nga ba ang sugat?
A wound or yung sugat, usually it's a disruption or damage or injury sa balat, sa skin.
Yes.
So, hindi lang sa panlabas, meron ding mga sugat sa loob ng katawan. No? So, any disruption, damage, or injury is known as a wound or sugat.
So,
Yun
yun
po.
guys ha, any damage or injury not only to the skin, but as
Opo.
well as yung mga organ. Kaya yun pala yung mga internal bleeding. So,
Yes
for
po.
example, yung may mga accidents, yun.
Sugat
Oo.
sa loob, any disruption, injury, or damage.
Oo. So, my first question now, what is the best way to clean a wound?
May mga iba-iba kasing types of sugat. May mga complex wounds at yung mga simple wounds lang. So, for the simple wounds, yung nasugatan, may mga abrasions, lacerations, cut na hindi malalim, you can use clean water or saline to avoid using harsh chemicals, no harsh soap or hydrogen peroxide, no. For complex wounds naman, for patients who are immunocompromised or yung mga wounds na mahaba na, matagal na, seek consult muna to check on the wound kasi we have a saying na we always treat the patient before treating the wound.
So, very important yun. Next question, ano yung sinasuggest mo na pang at home?
Actually, clean water. Yung mga iniinom na tubig, pwedeng gamitin.
Yung naglalagay ng asin.
Bawal po. It disrupts the normal wound healing process.
So,
So nagiging harmful, nadidelay yung wound healing process. So, which is delikado po.
So guys, huwag ihalo-halo yung mga toyo, vinegar, asin, kasi baka naman in the long run, mag-aadobo na tayo. Hindi po pwede
Marinade.
yon. So paano naman natin malalaman kung may infeksyon na yung sugat?
For infection, kaya ng katawan. May normal phases of wound healing na tinatawag. Pero minsan, overwhelming yung infection or bacteria. So, nakikita natin yan sa sugat. So, minsan namumula, masakit, tapos may mga exudate or yung tinatawag na discharges sa sugat. Yung puti, nana, or nagtutubig. At minsan din, may mga systemic na manifestations like naglalagnat na yung pasyente. So, yun yung mga signs na infected yung sugat at kailangan nang ipakonsulta sa doktor po nila.
So, yun guys ha, pamumula, redness, swelling, pamamaga, meron tayong mga discharges, and lastly, kung may mga systemic symptoms. But at the same time, yung iba naman, nahihirapan na maglakad, kayun pala may cellulitis na rin. So, very important yon that we have to detect the wound early. What type of dressing ang pwede natin gamitin sa mga sugat?
Sa mga dressing iba-iba, from simple to advanced na mga dressings na ginagamit natin. So, sa bahay, if nasugatan, after cleaning the wound with water or mild soap, we can actually cover the wound with simple bandage or gauze. For deeper wounds, yung mga dumudugo or matagal na nasugat or malalim, kailangan na pong makita ng doktor.
Parati namin ina-advise magpa-konsulta.
And isa din po is kailangan mag-disinfect ng kamay. Malinis nga yung sugat pero yung kamay is madumi. Always wash your hands din po when manipulating a wound.
Parang before kumakain tayo, naghuhugas tayo, so as well as yung bago galawin yung mga sugat. Paggamit ng hydrogen peroxide or alcohol to clean a wound, is it safe to use it after cleaning or mas lalong nagkukos ng harm?
Yung mga harmful chemicals na ginagamit like alcohol, hydrogen peroxide, they are usually harsh sa sugat. Unless under the supervision of a doctor, we do not advocate the use of these chemicals sa sugat because they disrupt the wound healing process.
How about Doc Paul, yung very popular na povidone iodine?
For the very famous povidone iodine, so we can actually use it for high-risk wounds, yung maduduming sugat, as instructed by the physician.
So can it be leave-on or you have to rinse it off after?
Actually, you can dab the area of the wound with povidone iodine and allow it to dry, then cover the wound with clean dressing.
At the same time, kailangan pa rin yun with the supervision
of your physician.
When should I seek medical attention for a wound?
So, for wounds like yung may mga redness, swelling or pamamaga, yung may mga lumalabas ng tubig or nana or exudates, yun yung mga kailangan na ipakonsulta na nila sa doktor. So, for wounds na matagal na, like more than 2 to 4 weeks, na hindi pa din nag-i-improve, all the more na kailangan na nilang ipakita. If they have ulcers, they need to consult their physician. Mga extremes of age, yung mga masyadong bata or matatanda, yung may mga sakit like diabetes, or yung mga nagiinom ng steroids.
May mga patients kasi tayo na matagal naka-steroids, kagaya ng mga connective tissue disorder. But syempre, sa derma part naman, we also have long-standing mga wound that are also predisposed to develop skin cancer. So, a very classic example talaga is your squamous cell carcinoma that arises from mga wounds that don't heal.
Akala nila sugat lang, pero cancer na pala. Kailangan ipakonsulta talaga.
How can we promote faster wound healing?
So, sa sugat, normally, in a healthy person, mag-heal talaga yung sugat. Naturally, we always advise to eat a balanced and healthy diet to promote proper wound healing, especially kung complex or chronic wounds. For a perfectly healthy individual, parang wala nang kailangan supplements. Kasi yung iba, iinom ng ganito, ganyan. Generally, basta healthy at maganda yung diet ng patient, mag-i-improve talaga yung sugat.
So, yung mga fruits, veggies, yung mga fish. Depende rin sa bawat case at saka sa bawat pasyente. So, ang sugat, is it okay to leave it covered or uncovered? So, what are the pros and cons?
So, for wounds in general, basta mga minor wounds, we can leave it open after wound care. Pero for a more complex wound, deeper wounds, we always advise covering the wound because drying up the wound, it decreases the chance of an improved wound healing process. We always want to strike a balance between not too dry, not too wet.
Meron tayong mga specialized dressings for different
types of wounds.
Complex wounds. So, paano daw natin masastop yung bleeding effect effectively?
The simple use of our finger na malinis can cover the wound, or if there's a clean cloth, you can cover the wound, apply pressure, and then rush to the emergency room para matingnan. That's a simple way kasi minsan naabutan ng sugat na walang mga gamit like sterile dressing or gauze pads.
So
on the
kahit
wound.
anong wound, no, para to prevent also excessive yung bleeding. Can I shower when I have a wound, or should I protect it while bathing?
Yung mga ibang patients kasi hindi naliligo. Natatakot silang basain yung sugat.
oo.
Tapos tinatanong namin on follow-up, naligo ka ba? Hindi pa. Which is actually alarming. We actually have to take a bath. Yung ina-avoid naman natin is swimming sa pool, beach, soaking the wound. Pero a bath is harmless po sa sugat. Sa area ng sugat, we just have to avoid excessive manipulation sa area. But a bath in general is benign and is actually advocated para sa may mga sugat.
Yes. So, syempre, you have to keep the body clean. Kasi ang daming bacteria din yung
Yes po,
katawan.
yan yung
May mga
sinasabi
normal
namin.
bacteria tayo sa katawan. So, we have to wash with clean water and also with mild soap.
Yes, we just have to keep the area around the wound to a bare minimum.
Huwag masyadong massage.
Yes
Kasi
po.
baka yung mga tahi, matanggal din. Open kasi yan
Mamanipulate.
Mamanipulate. Pwede rin mapasukan ng mga yung irritation, like dun sa mga
Yes,
sabon.
ma-disrupt yung clot, dumugo ulit,
Oo.
mga ganyan factors.
What are the best practices for caring burn?
Burns in general, no, these are special types of wounds. A more simple burn, we can irrigate with saline or clean water, and then we have special creams that we can use. So always consult your physician. For more complex burns, we treat the patient before treating the wound, because usually these patients no ma-dehydrate. Also for special areas like sa mukha, sa kamay, kailangan munang makita ng doktor para mabigyan ng tamang lunas.
Tama yun. Kasi yung burn, iba-iba ang management sa kanya. Siyempre, for simple, you can wash with clean water, a non-irritating soap or cleanser. But siyempre, kung nasunog na halos lahat ng balat mo, we have to treat the patient first before the burn.
And also, we have to check for other injuries din.
Kasi yung burns naman, pwede due to fire, pwede rin due to caustic burns.
Pwedeng nahulog yung patient din while nasusunog. So, madaming injuries.
Maraming i-consider. So, very important to go to a nearest hospital. Are there any home remedies that can help with wound care? What natural treatments are safe to use?
So, the simplest is actually clean water sa bahay. Wash the wound with running water and mild soap, and avoid yung using harmful chemicals at home. Harmful at bawal po yung applying alcohol directly to the wound kasi it does not help the wound healing process.
How about yung mga old practices like using bayabas, malunggay? Do you recommend it?
Actually, no. Because first, hindi natin alam kung saan galing yung mga dahon. Hindi malinis. It can add to infection of the wound. Just simple water lang po talaga yung ina-advocate natin. It can actually do more harm than good by applying those leaves or mga herbal treatment na ginagawa sa malalayong lugar.
These are old practices already. So, iba na po ngayon. So, paano yung pag-care natin sa mga sugat, sa mga bata at saka matatanda? So, meron bang mga special considerations in this different age groups?
So, generally, basta mga bata, maganda yung healing process. Basta maganda lang yung pag-take care ng sugat, they heal well. For the extremes naman, yung masyadong bata at saka yung mga masyadong matatanda, dun po kailangan pumasok na yung mga doktor. Kailangan matingnan yung mga sugat kasi iba-iba po yung mga pangangailangan ng mga different age groups. Lalo po yung mga matatanda na matatagal mag-heal usually dahil sa aging process, less collagen din.
Importante talaga si collagen.
Yes, sa maturation ng wound. No? Usually, they take longer to heal. So, for this age group, kailangan po makita ng doktor. Sa mga bata naman po, yung mga babies, infants na mga nasusugatan, usually, hindi natin pinapabayaan din. Delikado na. So, kailangan matingnan din ng mga physicians.
What should I do if I have a chronic wound that won't heal?
If the wound does not heal by 20% in 2 weeks or 40% in 4 weeks, usually we consider it chronic na po. So that's the time that you should seek the help of an expert. Kailangan po matingnan because there are a lot of factors like comorbidities, steroid use, smoking, local factors, baka may mga buhangin pa, may tinatawag na biofilm, yung accumulation ng bacteria na nagpe-prevent ng proper wound healing process. These are the factors.
Hindi na tumatalab yung mga antibiotics.
Madami din po talagang nagsa-self-medicate yung mga topical antibacterial ointments. Bawal po yun unless advised by your physician.
Because there are certain antibacterial, instead that it would help healing, it worsens.
It can cause also allergic reactions.
How can I prevent wounds from occurring in the first place?
First, of course, is nutrition. Proper nutrition is the most important medicine. Always seek the help of your physician. Kasi iba-iba pong sakit, iba-iba pong mechanism ng wound formation.
Yes. So we have to see yung mga areas na yung mga bony areas, parating talaga i-check from time to time. So, parang relieving from pressure.
Yes. Yung mga may stasis ulcers naman, kailangan tingnan yung ugat, yung circulation sa paa para hindi lumaki or mag-form ng mga stasis ulcers in the first place.
So, yun, we have to check the arteries and veins by doing yung arterial and venous Doppler ultrasound.
Yes, agree, Doc. And for mga diabetic naman, number 1 talaga is makontrol yung diabetes.
Yung sugar.
Opo, sugar control. Yung mga accidental or traumatic wounds naman, we just have to be careful, seek the help, or consult your doctor po.
Yes, kasi hindi naman natin makokontrol yung
hindi natin
mapipredict. So, that's it. Yes! Nakahinga na si Dr. Paul.
Salamat po.
So, that's it, guys. These questions reflect common concerns and uncertainties that people have regarding wound care. And addressing them can help promote better understanding and practices. So, I hope marami kayong natutunan. Your last message, Doc Paul?
For wounds in general, we always treat the patient before treating the wound.
Yes.
And always seek the help or seek consult from your primary physician.
Lastly, i-avoid na natin yung mga kinag-ugalian na mga practices. Kasi iba na po yung mga treatment natin ngayon, approach or options to our patients. I hope, guys, marami kayong natutunan.
Yes,
okay, so at least ulit-ulitin yung panoorin yung video na to kung may katanungan kayo related sa wound at saka sa wound care and wound healing.
They can seek consult po dito sa Youth Plus Medical Center and all other private hospitals po, affiliated po tayo. For consult, they can drop by po sa ating clinic dito sa Youth Plus.
So that's it, guys. Thank you,
Thank
Dr.
you po.
Paul.
Thank you, Doc.
Meron akong ibibigay sa iyo pero mamaya na lang kasi bawal makita sa video. Kasi may brand, so bawal daw ako mag-promote.
Yes,
kaya yun. But to be safe also sa mga healthcare professionals. So that's it, guys. Hope you learned a lot of things.
Yes, po.
So this is me, Dr. Johan, known as Dr. Y. Follow for more updates. Bye!
Bye.